Previously in the anime, we saw Scarlet got totally betrayed by her fiancé, the second prince, because he fell head over heels for some other dumb chick. So finally her rage boiled over the top and she straight up exploded. Scarlet's one big hobby is straight up punching faces, so she zoomed right in on every noble tied to the second prince's faction. It was pure satisfaction from the jump. But after that, a ton of crimes from those nobles in the second prince's faction came spilling out, like slavery for starters. And his top backer was none other than Prime Minister Godwin. He even dispatched an assassin to take Scarlet out quick. But she ended up saving the kid, wiped off his slave crest, and talked him into helping her nail Godwin in the act. Through Nanaka, they snagged the tip on where Godwin runs his slave auctions, and first Prince Julius hopped in on the scheme for some fun. So now, as the story rolls on, Scarlet hit up a broker who rounds up all the slaves. She played it like she was there to shop for some slaves herself. But the guy was on high alert, though he clocked that she already had a Beastman slave at her side, a top-tier one too. So Scarlet leaned into that to snag a spot at the auction, but the rules say nobles gotta rack up at least 6 deals with him first for entry. So the broker floated taking her on his tab if she handed over Nanaka. With no real choice, Scarlet caved. But it left her feeling grimy about the whole thing. Yet Nanaka was cool as ice with it and didn't sweat a bit. So as they headed out, he crashed hard and shifted to his beast mode for a nap. So Scarlet dropped him back at the inn where Julius was crashing. But she felt cooped up in there, so she bounced for some window shopping. And that snake just wouldn't give her space. He tailed her everywhere and scooped up a pile of trinkets. Julius is the type who bugs Scarlet the most, but she can't shake him off easy. Though on the flip side, he drops these romantic vibes every now and then. His whole childhood was a dumpster fire, always knee-deep in two-faced nobles circling for the payoff. But Scarlet was the one who never played that game, even back when she was locked in with his brother. Julius pitched in to help, but Scarlet's glare said it loud, like who the hell needs saving? That's when he started getting hooked on her, and he laid it out plain with that kiss. But there was zero room for side quests right then. The next day, Scarlet swung by to lock in the deal and hand over Nanaka, so he summoned one of his tamers, this half-lycanthrope Donovan. He got way too handsy with Nanaka, and his neck started gushing, so Scarlet jumped in to shut it down. The guy's an A-rank adventurer with killer mood swings, so when he swung at Scarlet, she yeeted him clean off the bat. With that sorted, the broker backed off quick. No way he's messing with someone packing an A-rank muscle. So with that queasy vibe, Scarlet stepped out, only to land in fresh drama again. Her brother Leo caught wind of the plan. He was wrecked, because after the ball, Scarlet was back in headlines as the mad dog noble lady across the realm. That's why Leo was dead set on benching her from it, but Scarlet blew him off. Because for her, nothing tops the rush of punching highborn nobles. Well, Leo always draws the short straw thanks to her chaos. But anyway, he figures Godwin's linked up with the rival Vanquish Kingdom. And Leo's instinct nailed it in the end. Godwin's scheming big with the enemy state, and the puppet master pulling his strings is Terenezza, that fiancé of the second prince. Now that'll drop on Scarlet down the line. But for now, she rolled up to the auction in full queen mode. To back her up, Julius had slipped a few of his spies in undercover. But they'd be packing heatless, so Scarlet's the prime powerhouse on site. With that locked in, Scarlet strides into the auction hall, where all those bloodthirsty nobles are eyeing the prime slaves for kicks, deals, or just to offload as gifts. Into that muggy air, the bidding kicks off with this one-winged avian slave, and the crowd loses their minds throwing offers. And there Julius slides in too. They were hunting Godwin, but he was still MIA. So Scarlet called for a timeout, because she needed prime time to wallop the guy properly. Well, Julius didn't shoot it down, but it cost her, his loyalty straight up. So Scarlet pledged it on the spot, but she aimed it at the crown. But the dude wanted her word to him personally. Scarlet had her back to the wall, so she signed on, and now it's prime playtime for the gal. Godwin was posted up in the VIP lounge, scoping up the whole show. And as soon as Scarlet got the ping, she bolted upstairs with Julius. On the climb, she sampled some side bites before the feast, and props to the tunes blasting below, because the upstairs brawl stayed off the radar. Then Scarlet hits her mark, so Godwin's punk tries blasting her with spells. But in this realm, royals can shut down any magic cold, so Julius wiped it out clean. For a second, nobody bought that the first prince is really crashing the party, but facts don't lie. So Godwin whistles up Donovan to scrap them, but Sigurd clocks in right to swat that low-tier pest. This clears Scarlet's deck to save her thrashing those crooked nobles till her heart's fill. But word leaked and a bunch bolted for the hills. Godwin milked the panic to dip too. But Leo's got clairvoyance, so he tags his spot. The creep was beelining for the roof, where a Vanshik grunt was posted up for pickup. So Scarlet guns it and taps her time boost to close the gap. But before she clocks in, that soldier jumps the gun to kill both Godwin and his son. But Scarlet shuts him down hard, because those two were her catch. Seeing that the soldier got smitten bad and starts popping the marriage proposal nonstop, Guy's got grit for sure. He was the first prince of Vanshik himself, Alflame Vanshik, and he was there to smoke Godwin and bury their shady ties. But Scarlet blocked the play. So Alflame keeps chasing her tail. Fine then. Scarlet handles him next and chucks him leagues out. Now with all the side noise cleared, it's go time for Scarlet's big meal. But first, Godwin flips compliant and spills it was all Terenezza's scheme, snagging Kyle's hand in marriage as cover, because she's reincarnated into this world by the goddess's hand. Now that was a killer twist, and sadly our clip cuts right there. So stick around to catch what drops next. And for that, smash subscribe on the channel and tap that bell, or you might skip the drops. Till then, take care.